In May 2022, the President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, declared publicly that Washington would stand by Taipei should Beijing decide to invade the island. Although some feared that the president's words could hinder the official position of the United States, that is, the One China policy firstly adopted in 1979, others believed that tougher statements are necessary to deter China from taking any further military action against the island of Taiwan. Historically, the close relations between Washington and Taipei date back to the Chinese Civil War, in which the United States had, at that time, supported the side of the Nationalists led by Chiang Kai-shek. After the victory of the Communists led by Mao Zedong in 1949, the US maintained, for years, a limited relation with the new government headquartered in Beijing. But this changed in 1971 when the People's Republic of China was fully recognized as the official representative of the Chinese nation in international fora. However, the severance of official diplomatic relations between the United States and Taiwan as a result of the recognition of the Chinese mainland claim didn't change much the status quo between Washington and Taipei, since the former still stood on the latter's side during the Taiwan Strait crisis, for example, and also because the two parts have kept informal ties after the implementation of the Taiwan Relations Act of 1979 in the United States. In this video, we'll see why Taipei matters to Washington and what the United States' strategy towards Taiwan is. The official position of the United States regarding the dispute over the island of Taiwan has been adopted by President Jimmy Carter in 1979 and is described as, quote, the One China policy, which recognizes Beijing as the sole representative of China, but at the same time doesn't recognize the sovereignty of the Chinese mainland over Taiwan, nor does it see Taiwan as an independent country. That being the case, this US policy is not to be confused with, quote, the One China principle, which is the official position of the People's Republic of China and recognizes Taiwan as an inalienable part of China. However, under the Taiwan Relations Act of 1979, there is a provision stating that the government of the United States can provide arms to Taiwan with the goal of enhancing the self-defense of the island, making it the cause of why some analysts describe the American position as one of, quote, strategic ambiguity. In addition, amid the growing concern over the rise of China in the past years, at least since the administration of Donald Trump, the official Washington position seems to show signs of a shift favoring Taiwan's cause. As a matter of example, the Taiwan dispute has been addressed in these new terms, that is, a public commitment to support Taiwan, both in the United States 2017 National Security Strategy and in the interim 2021 National Security Strategic Guidance. Also, the most recent decisions taken by the United States government, and these include Biden's words to defend Taiwan in an eventual Beijing offensive, the visit of the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, to Taipei in August 2022, and the approval of an arms deal worth of $1.1 billion with Taiwan in September 2022 seem to reaffirm this shift. In this sense, it's necessary to analyze what reasons Washington has to consider Taiwan of profound strategic importance. The first reason why Taiwan matters to the United States is related to the island's geography. Located in a very strategic position, Taiwan is around 180 kilometers or 110 miles distant from the Chinese mainland, and the island also borders both the East China Sea and the South China Sea, two very important passages to the wider global economy. As a matter of example, around $3 trillion worth of trade were generated in the South China Sea only in 2016, and the region is also a potential source of very important natural resources, such as natural gas and oil. By knowing this, the government of the People's Republic of China has been making claims over large parts of the South China Sea through the militarization of artificial islands in the region, and an eventual reincorporation of Taiwan would facilitate Beijing's path to achieve its goals in asserting dominance over this strategic region, an outcome which the United States is working to avert. That being the case, with the aim of containing China's growing assertion in the South China Sea, the United States is already working with its allies, which are located in the First Island Chain region, a series of archipelagos in the East Asian coastline that Taiwan is part of. Therefore, any coordination strategy between the United States and its closest partners in the region, especially Taiwan, Japan, and the Philippines, could hinder China's access to the waters beyond the South China Sea. In this sense, a non-reincorporated Taiwan, that is, not under the sovereignty of Beijing, could serve the United States' national interest both by helping to maintain the balance of power against China in the region through the mobilization of like-minded partners, and also by helping to contain the expansion of the Chinese influence over the South China Sea region, which, in the end, also fulfills the United States' strategy to safeguard an open and free Indo-Pacific. Last but not least, the second reason why Taiwan matters to the United States is related to the island's economy. Since the largest chip manufacturer in the world is headquartered in the island, the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, known worldwide as TSMC, Taiwan is deeply integrated with one of the most crucial global supply chains, the semiconductor industry. As a consequence, many American technology companies such as Apple, Amazon, Google, AMD, Qualcomm, and Nvidia are very reliant on the island's production of chips, and any shock in these supply chains, that is, a geopolitical crisis, could hinder the revenues and competitiveness of these American tech giants. In addition, an eventual reincorporation of Taiwan by the Chinese mainland could deepen the global technology race between the United States and China, since the latter would be in possession of one of the most strategic hubs for 21st century technologies, such as quantum computing and artificial intelligence. Therefore, maintaining the status quo in the Taiwan Strait, that is, keeping Beijing's influence off from Taiwan, would serve Washington's national interests in the short term by safeguarding the important business networks between American tech companies and Taiwanese suppliers, but also by avoiding the possibility of China becoming an even bigger challenge to the United States in terms of technology dominance and development. And what do you think of the United States' strategy towards Taiwan? Let your opinion in the comments below, and I'll be glad to read your feedback. If you have enjoyed the video, please consider clicking the like and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching,